Hi everyone. Now, I got recently asked a question, well I've been asked it 2 or 3 times, about hooks like gold, silver, black. Do you need to put a body on them, especially like the silver and the gold? Now it's basically up to yourself. Now I have tied quite a few flies just straight onto a coloured hook like this, and much like tying on a tube, I've done many a tube without a body. There'll be brass or copper, where I just tie a wing on the fly, even plastic, without a body, and they work extremely well. Now, it makes sense that if you're going to have just a gold body, just keep the hook. Unless you want a tail on it, then fine. But with a standard sort of hair wing, you don't really. I'll show you the fly here. This it's a bigger fly, obviously. Just basically all it is bucktail with a jungle cock's been well fished, this one. It's good spring-like colour combination, black and yellow. Where the Alistair is yellow, but it's using the dark side as well. If you get a yellow bucktail, you'll get this kind of olivey colour, which really works well. It's actually brown. Nature is brown, the back of the bucktail, and it being dyed yellow, you get this nice warm colour. You can also get quite a dark colour like this one, which one of the ones I like is this colour here. Now you could practically tie that straight on the hook. A wee bit of flash if you want, with a red head, and it works extremely well. You can make it, take it a stage further, you can put yellow on it and so on. But basically it's a good colour combination. It works. It's up to you what you tie it on. Now head wise, head colour, here's one here. I've got one on my desk here. This is a wee dark one. The red head, a wee bit of flash. There's copper and gold in this one. But you could use either fire orange or even the red. It's up to yourself. Another version, here we are. This is the one with the fire orange. This one's got the pig bristle in it, so it's basically the same fly with a wee bit of pig bristle in it. Again, it's up to yourself where you want to tie it. This one's got some yellow bucktail at the bottom round. It's got the dark stuff on top. There's this one, just a willy gun. It's a bit of purple in it, so it's a great fly. Again, there's no body on this one, just a bit of black. Just the usual colour you would see, say, in a willy gun, yellow and black, yellow and orange, sorry. A bit of black, and I say a wee bit of purple. Doesn't go wrong, great colour, it's one I like. So there's lots of things you can do when you're tying this fly, or tying on a hook that's basically coloured, in this case, in gold. Thread, I'm just going to tie, quick tying the Alistair, and this is the thread I'm going to use. I'm just going to use the red. First thing you do is take a length out, run the wax through, make sure it's going to have plenty of grip. Now, the hook I'm using is this one. It's a size 7. It's a steelhead irons, it's called. As you can see, it's a 1x stout and 1x short, so it's a strong wee hook. It's a great wee hook. It's good for in reasonably fast water. It will sit nice, it'll not skate too much, although sometimes you want that, but it will sit nice, and obviously you can use your line to get it down if you want. But a good strong hook, and you can debarb these quite easily if you're on catch and release. In some waters now there's just catch and release, nothing else, so it'd be best if you can easily. Single hook's much easier to debarb, obviously. And basically what I like to do is take the thread down, basically over the eyes formed using the bent wire, so I usually make sure that's covered. If you want to put pig bristle on it, it's up to yourself. I'm just going to grab a couple of, this is dyed yellow, just pulling it out. I want a couple of fibres, 2 or 3 fibres is fine. I want them quite fine, don't want them too stiff. You all get the fibre slightly different thickness. Now I'm making sure, just make sure they're all sitting the right way. If you want to encourage the curl in the actual bristle, you just run your nail through it, and that'll open the fibre out. Give it more movement, sit it on the top with the curl going away from the hook, going up and away anyway. You can mess about a wee bit with that, just making sure these are tied in really well. I'm twisting this one here, just going to make sure it's okay. It's really tight. Pull in. I say make sure these are tied in. Trim away the waste. Now how you tie this is up to yourself. There's lots of ways to tie it. Now I'll just use the bucktail. I'll use the yellow side here. I'm actually going to roll this round. So you can marry these up or you can sort of stack them up, but I'll just do it by hand. When they go quite reasonably short, much like an in-between. So don't roll it round the hook, screw it in. That's why I'm keeping the length of the fibre long here. Trim this away. Again, make sure you wax your thread. It's just a simple dressing. See how it's sitting. Now a wee bit of flash. Mobile's quite good. I've got one here I like. This is from, this is the Angel Hair HD it's called. This in the Triple S. It's from Michael Froden. It's got a nice colour this. It's got a bit of silver in it. It's gold and copper. So I'm taking a strand of each. So just bring them together. Just tie them on the top. Fold it back. So I've got 3 lengths here, 3 different colours. Just 2 or 3 turns. Draw it back. Sniffed out the fibre. You can cut it different lengths. Keep that for your next fly. I just moisten it with my fingers. Sit it on my desk for my next fly. Now I'm going to put a black hackle on this. Now you don't have to do this, but I like to. So this is just a Chinese neck dyed black. It's a cock neck actually. It's quite a nice neck. I'm not shy with the length of the fibre. I actually like a reasonable length. Now, to get the best of this hackle, I'm going to tie it in by the tip. It's nice and thin. The fibres, so the stem of the feather is nice and thin. Just folding it back here just to lock it in. Slip your fingers back, there's the tip, I'd usually break that off. Now you can rub the scissors down either side, fold the hackle. And then you want it reasonably, there's as much on as you like, or you could be as thin as you like. But one turn in front of the other, nice straight turn. Leave enough room for your. I'm going to put jungle cock on it and a wing, so make sure it's secure. Again, wax your thread, a nice base of thread down. Just making sure this is staying underneath my nail. You want a nice base of thread down a wax so that your wing sits. Now I'm going to use the dark side of this. So bring it out, just look at the length. Now you don't want it the full length. You want it basically to about this point here. So the pig bristles away from the main part of the wing. This will give you a nice taper. Just trim it. Check your length again. Yeah, I usually trim to the length I want. Wax my thread. Come on the top, then I just cut in the thread into the cut ends. Nice and tight. Once I do that, I usually take the thread to the front here and build the thread up from the front onto the cut ends. Just work your way up. And don't be shy of a head on this fly. You want a decent head on it. You want to see this red. I know it's just a simple fly, but these simple flies catch. It's as simple as that. And now it's up to you whether you put jungle cock on this. I usually do. So with 2 eyes, I want them quite long, I don't want them too short. So 2 eyes here, just draw back the fibre that I don't want. Get the length, just look at the top and fold them down either side. 3 or 4 turns, just to secure them in the right angle, the angle that you like. It can be straight or it could be slightly up in the wing, it's up to you. And then come down 3 or 4 turns or more, fold back these fibres, the feathers, secure them in. As I say, don't be shy with the head. You want a red head, that's why I'm using red thread. And then just tidy up the head area, form a shape if you can when you're whip finishing. Trim away. These should ping off. It's quite strong, so I'm just going to make sure they don't pull out. They won't pull. They'll not do that anyway, but just in case, just use the edge of the scissors to break them off. And there we are, folks. It's just a simple fly. It's a question I get asked. I've been asked quite a few times about, is it worthwhile putting a body on a hook that's gold or silver? The answer is it's up to yourself. It just depends on the pattern you're tying. And this one, there's no body, no, it doesn't need it. It's a variant of the Alistair. It's got the pig bristle, so usually I call these piglets, so it's a piglet. This would be a good spring-like sort of size, and especially the smaller rivers when the water's settled a wee bit. And it doesn't look like much, but when you've seen this in the water, it's got a lot of movement. I mean, some people think bucktail's too stiff. Bucktail's a lovely fibre in the water. It's actually better than you think. It's robust as well, it lasts a long time. Pig bristle, as I say, just curl the ends just to open the fibres, I get them to move even better. And it works. It's a great team, it works together, great colour combination. And as I say, you can tie your favourite, would be a woolly gun. It would be just this without the bristle, just black and yellow, great spring colour. It's a much bigger fly, the size, I think it's a size 2. So it's quite a big fly, so it's a spring-like fly. If you want to debarb, I mean, it's quite simple. It's best sometimes to do it on the vise. You shouldn't damage the vise, it's just a matter of putting the barb in. Slowly tighten up. You hear it, sometimes it will click. So there we are, that's it. That's it done. And that's your Alistair, Piglet version obviously. Super glue, as I said, that's for speed. Then once that's dry, you must coat it with varnish. And that's it. So there we are, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you're going spring fishing, it's equivalent to a size 6 or a 1-inch tube, which is a good size. So I hope you enjoyed that. And again, thanks for watching.